Hi, my name is Alexandra.Davidoff and welcome to my studio. So today I want to make this video about what I was up to in the past 7 days, and I hope you had a wonderful week. I was very productive, didn't go almost anywhere except taking a walk in my neighborhood and the gym. That's it. So I was really, I had a plan to finish certain things and I did. And this thing is, and I'm kind of showing you a preview, is a new design that will be published soon. So, and it's this shawl, and this is a part of, it's going to be part of Wool and Coffee winter accessory collection. And of course, you don't have to wear it only in the winter, but I will make a separate video on that. But I want to show you this sample. I'm really happy with the little pointy parts here, and this is the wrong side. And it's got I-cord edging, the type of I-cord edging that I do. And it got a cable pattern, 3-stitch crossing on a cable pattern, velvet little tiny bow, like tiny bow on the end right there. And here is another edge right there, which I'm happy about. And the beads, it actually takes almost 80 grams of beads. So I like it a lot because it gives you certain weight when you wear it. It makes me comfortable. I don't know about you, but it does make me comfortable. And I'll do a separate video of how to style it. But it's basically like very traditional in the best sense of it, piece and, easy to style and kind of timeless. So this part is done. And it took me, so I did this. I did photo shoot for that. I'll show you some of the pictures. Like, for example, this is one of the pictures. So I did photo shoot and I did editing, which takes days. And sometimes you take pictures in one day because that's what you like. At least that's the way I do it. I take a picture in one kind of afternoon, for example, or whatever time of the day, because I use artificial and natural light, which is not professional. Like you have to really use only artificial light so your light is consistent. But because I use both, I like using real life light. So what happens is like if a cloud pass by, it completely changes, of course, the next picture you're taking. So you want to stay in the moment and take as many pictures as I can this particular part of the day. So they all look consistent. And then, so I did this, but sometimes, you finish with a photo shoot and like, oh, I completely missed taking a picture of this specific element of the design, and you have to do it again on another day, and then you have to edit it. But I love I love doing this. Yeah, so that was fun. It was a lot of work, but it was fun. So this is done. And I also have, so this is the original one, actually. It's a scarf from this collection. And I made one more sample, and this one done in espresso color way with a kind of like a caramel color tiny bow. And of course, the yarn that I'm using for that is by Arkansas Yarn Company. And this is part of our collection, which is called Wool and Coffee. And it's 5 different colors, and you can blend them. They blend together perfectly. So I'll link it below so you will see the collection. I'll link the book because it's a part of the book, and this collection, and Lori's, who is a dyer, behind an owner of Arkansas Yarn Company, so you can take a look what she has. And by the way, I wanted to mention a lot of like this particular for this collection, I was using her Yummy Sparkle, which is fingering weight with Stelina right there. You can see it right there. But and people say, "Oh, I don't like sparkling yarn." I hear it a lot, but give it a try. Like if you're in doubt, because her Lori's yarn, even that there is a quite like a substantial amount of silver, threads right there. First of all, it's very, very soft. It doesn't affect sparkling part, doesn't affect the softness of the yarn. But when it's knitted, it doesn't have this like in your face a sparkling effect. It shimmers. That's how I would describe it. It's shimmering. And it's really it's not in your face at all. It doesn't have this obnoxious effect. It's again, it just shimmers. So if you're in doubt, if you want to try sparkling yarn, Arkansas Yarn Company Yummy Sparkle is the way to go. That's my favorite sparkly yarn. And what else I did? I finished today, this morning, actually. My own shawl. It's not blocked, so it's not gonna look as good as those shawls I just showed you. But I wear a lot of black and gray and white. So that's gonna be mine. It's also Lori's yarn, and this one is charcoal gray. And I found little tiny gray pearls. It's a glass beads, but they have a gray tint, and they were perfect for this yarn. So yeah. And I also found, so it's going to be like, I think I'm going to block it today. And I also found the same color as the beads, velvet bow ribbon that I'm going to make a bow and put it right there. So something I achieved this morning. I'm very happy about this. Also, I wanted to make a video tutorial, and I did. It's not completely edited, but I did videos on how to apply bead with a crochet hook for this design and any other designs that use crochet hook to apply beads. So I filmed it, and here is actually also Lori's yarn. It's a part of this collection, and it shimmers, and it's got those cable pattern here with 3-stitch cable with a bead right inside right there. And this is actually fingerless mitts. Like it's one of my patterns, and I'm making a sample. And so yeah, I'm making a sample, and also filmed the video tutorial based on that. So, and I was trying new background, by the way, for the video. So hopefully, so I'm using like a light gray. So I want to hear feedback if you like it or not. So that was the major, like finishing up this, because I want to finish the pattern completely and move to something else. And also next week, I will need to make a page for this design on my website and RAVELRY, upload all the pictures, give all the information, and wait until it's going to be released, which dates will be announced soon. So I'm excited. It's moving. It's on the finishing, I'm at the finishing part of it. So I'm excited that I can move to another project soon. But I'm happy the way this one is going. So another thing I did, and usually I do this late at night when there is artificial light, I don't need the daylight. And I did for my class beaded embroidery on knits. First time ever, I actually did embroidery of a pink rose. Yeah, so I was doing a lot of other colors, and one of my favorite was to make blue rose, because it's just so refreshing and just kind of, I just like it. So, and pink rose I did for something I'm gonna show you, and don't judge me because I don't know what possessed me to buy this t-shirt. I'll show you. So I got this t-shirt at Belfast at actually at the gift shop in Titanic Museum, which was amazing. This was really awesome that we did it during my tour, knitting tour in Ireland, Dragons and Castles, which happened in April of this year. So of course they have this amazing gift shop at the Titanic Museum, and that's what I got. One of the things. So, and I got it for me and my girls because sometimes I like to buy the same things like pajamas or t-shirts, and it's a girl thing. So here's what it says: White Star Line, 1912, boarding pass on Titanic. And I was excited to get it. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was still jet lagging. I don't know. But so I wanted to kind of bring more life to this mistake. I mean, I like I still like the colors of this t-shirt, and this is something I definitely would wear, but it is a little weird. I mean, I can wear it as a joke, but when I was buying it, I was genuinely excited. So I thought if I'm gonna make like a little patch of it out of it and make a different colors of the rose, not colors, different sizes. This is the large one, and make a few small and kind of sporadically put those as a patch, and kind of bring more life to it. So that's why I did pink. But now I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't know for sure until I actually remove this white background and cut it out and block it, so to speak, if it's going to work or not. I think it's going to work. But somehow I'm still like, I like the blue rose better. So maybe I will stick with the blue rose. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I was doing. And I'm making it for myself, but I also like to bring those type of samples to the class. And I'll be teaching this beaded embroidery and knits like few times this year. And so I like to bring new samples. So because in my class, we talk about how to do embroidery directly on a knitwear, or if you have something textured, so you do all the same steps, but on a fleece fabric, and then make a patch out of it. And you can use it as an embroidery patch on a heavy texture pieces. But of course, it can be anything. You can put it directly on a t-shirt, for example. It doesn't have to be it could be commercially made knitwear or a commercially made simple t-shirt or whatever, jeans. So like, if you have like a graphic t-shirt, this one I also got in Ireland. We went to Giant Causeway, and I think I'm gonna leave it just like that because it's so minimalistic, simple. I like that. But like, if you have a graphic t-shirt like this, you can actually do embroidery, like use this existing print as a kind of like artwork, and just kind of like here I would be, maybe I didn't think about it, but embroider the heart and maybe some elements. You don't have to embroider the whole thing or the whole thing. It may be too heavy. So I want to play with it. I just want to show people how they can use those techniques and apply it to virtually anything in their life if they want to. And also I want to wear it. So I'm making new kind of like kind of elevated pieces. Like, so you buy like just a simple graphic t-shirt and elevate it to something else. And I want to show people how it's done. So what they can do with the skills they learn. So that was my week pretty much. And next week is about, again, finishing the pattern, the one I was showing to you, and move on to something new. And I have like actually more videos that tutorials that I'm planning to do line up. So I'm excited about that. So I hope you're gonna have a wonderful next week. And you can buy me coffee, link below. It's actually keep me going and it will help me to keep going. And I'll see you soon. Bye.